Why would we... Why? Why would it default? Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. Hi everyone, I am Legacy, and we're playing Ghost Dogs Moon Lake. Jesus. Criminy. I just... Okay. Anyways, we're gonna go back to the game now that I fixed my mic. Don't mind any of that. Hold on. I'm gonna look at something really quick. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, anyways. What I was trying to say before was essentially that I don't know exactly what I was doing when I last left off. Oh, the deer mice. Something to do with the deer mice. Okay. Okay, so I have the mask. I needed gloves. Okay, so okay, the PDA. Yeah, the PDA. Anyways, it's been so long since I played this. I just messed up my start because my mic wasn't even picking up, and then the game didn't capture correctly because I forgot I had to switch from game capture to display capture. Yeah, so that's fun. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want more chaotic content like this. Or like spooky games, mystery games, cozy games, Fortnite, Phasmo. That's spooky, but also we play a lot of Phasmo here. Frank and Joe Hardy a call. Okay. I don't know if I did that yet, so we're gonna go ahead and call them to 80 555 4 8 6 5.
Hello?
Hey Joe, it's Nancy.
Nancy, how's it going? No, wait, don't answer that. Talk about the weather or something.
The weather?
Yeah, that'll give me time to grab the other phone and take it outside. Frank's washing the car. He'll kill me if he misses anything. Here, wait a sec. Take a break, it's Nancy. Hang on, he's putting the hose down. He's drying his hands. He's walking over.
Nancy, hi. What's up? Bess and George say you've got another mystery on your hands.
Or should we say, on your paws.
They told you about the dogs?
We made them tell us everything. Pumped them dry.
As you may have guessed, we're not exactly rolling in detective work here.
So you're living vicariously through me.
It's not the first time, sad to say.
What conclusions have you reached so far, Detective?
Okay.
I'm convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who.
Never hurts to look for motive.
If nothing else, those ghost dogs are very well trained. I'm watching to see who owns and/or trains dogs around here.
Good plan. But don't forget, a really smart perpetrator is going to make it look like he or she has no connection to dogs whatsoever.
But then a really, really smart perp might have dogs all over the place and not bother to hide it, because he or she would figure you'd never suspect anyone so obvious.
Okay, so that would be like the ranger.
That birdwatcher doesn't have a dog. And when I met him for the first time, he seemed awfully eager to make sure I knew the story about Malone and his dogs.
Sounds like a suspect to me.
Bess said something about a good-looking park ranger?
Ranger Acres has a motive and a dog. and a uniform, which is why Bess assumes he's good looking.
I'm sure my brother here would say a uniform automatically makes somebody more suspicious. Because most people
Yeah.
assume that a uniform makes the wearer less suspicious.
That's very
Right,
fair.
Joe?
Right. Of course, then again, your really, really smart perp is going to
Joe, we get the picture.
Malone and his 4 dogs are supposedly buried in a little cemetery near the house. They've all got headstones inscribed with when they were born and when they died.
That's interesting. Did Malone have family?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then who had the tombstones inscribed?
That's exactly what I was wondering.
Sounds like this latest puzzle of yours is still missing a few pieces.
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
We can probably come up with a few.
But we're not going to make it easy for you.
After all, it's your case, not ours.
If you look real close at that lock on the wall safe in the cellar, you'll notice a very small locking mechanism for the tumblers. Once you get that pinned down, you won't be stuck anymore.
That's right. You're not really in a hole, Nancy. Get my point? All you need is a push in the right direction.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. What? If you look real close at the lock... My headset is low. Don't mind me. Okay, so you'll notice a very small locking mechanism for the tumblers. Once you get that pinned down, you won't be stuck anymore. You're not really in a hole, Nancy. Get my point? All you need is a push in the right direction. Okay. Okay, so
Later, guys.
See ya.
that should have changed something here. Okay. Information on Vivian. Numerals, Malone's unlucky day. Okay, so it was 012932 was the unlucky day, which I think was also, it might have been different from when his dogs died. I have no idea what notebook I had all my notes written in either. Okay, so I guess I gotta go back to the cellar and maybe go from there. Okay, there we go. Oh, nope, that's the way back out.
It's blocked.
Okay, so I still have to do something with the mice thing, which doesn't make sense. I mean, it's over here, but I get it. I get it.
It looks like a tiny hole. It looks like a tiny hole.
Oh,
What's the combination?
okay. So it's 0, 1, 2932. Oh wait, it's... Ugh, I always do these wrong. Okay, so 0. No. So it's gonna be 0. Hi, Minion. How are you? It's going okay. I think I figured out what I needed to figure out from last time. Oh, here's where the mice come into play.
I bet those were deer mice. I better be careful.
Okay. I don't know exactly. Okay, there were deer mice in the safe. Better be careful and wear masks and gloves. But there are some in the house or the shed out back. So I got the mask. I need to find gloves. Okay. So 012932, because I'm gonna have to open that again later. Oh, hi Tiger. How are you? Okay, so we're just gonna go this way, I guess. Did I look at this before? Yeah. No, I did. I did. Glad to hear you're alright, Minion. Okay. So, where was the shed? I think it was over here. Wait, so they said the shed or where? Oh, in the house or the shed out back. Okay, I don't see any gloves there, but I did find, I'm pretty sure I found the mask out here. So, even though this is the place where gloves would make the most sense to be, because like gardening gloves, no, most gardening gloves are not that heavy duty. So they must be in the house then. There's gotta be something somewhere. Maybe in the kitchen? I mean, there's bleach. Come on. Oh my god, can I hit the back button the correct way? Well, that's stinky. That was the riddle for over here. I wonder if I can call Sally and see if she knows where there are some gloves. But 5, 5, 3, 2, 9. That was a 5389, not a 29. Whoops.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
Okay. That should be correct. Oh, hi, Death. Or
Hello?
Ethan.
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Whichever you prefer.
Hi, how's it going?
Do you want me to call you Death or Ethan? I know KJ calls you Ethan, so I wasn't sure. But you're good. If you're still playing with them, don't worry about it. Have some fun. But I'm glad you popped in. Oh, I can't say anything to her. Well, poop. I wonder if I could get gloves from, what's her face? I know it said the house, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, okay. I'm so used to KJ saying it that it makes sense to say it. But everybody's different. Some people like certain people to call them a name and certain other people to call them a name. Okay.
How you holding up?
Guess I'll see you later.
Okay.
Always a pleasure.
So I guess not on that. Goodness. I am so tired today. I got up extra early for something that ended up getting rained out. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you. I mean, granted, most of the time me and KJ are streaming at the same time, so it makes sense. Okay. Nope, okay. No, it's just a back button, it's not a down button. And it's always in a really obvious place too, so I swear to God. Yeah, but I've been a sub for a while now. I thought now is the time. Well, good. It's perfect timing because I'm actually getting back to Nancy Drew for a bit. I am gonna stream some Fortnite after a little bit, but I hate that I can't explore upstairs. Unless... Did I miss some gloves in here, maybe? But I haven't played this in a little over a month. And, these are, like, my favorite games to play. What? Where did it go? No? Okay. It's worth trying. I just gotta find these gloves. No gloves here. I hate when I get stuck like this. You know what? Let's go to the nighttime and see if we can talk to, what was his name? Red? We're just gonna go to PM time and go try to talk to Senor Butthead. Oh no, this is the wrong way. He is the other way. Usually. The creepy guy in the tree. Is he actually up there? He is.
How's the bird watching coming along?
I just can't seem to find a red-tailed hawk. Any suggestions?
Well, there's gotta be lots around here. You haven't been going around wearing sunglasses and earmuffs, have you?
No, Red, I haven't.
Well, according to my bird map, they like to nest in the big tree that's just to the southwest of the Malone house. I suggest you park yourself nearby and wait. Bound to spot one sooner or later.
See you in a while.
No hurry. How's the bird watching coming along?
See you in a while.
So southwest corner by the house. Whoop. So we're gonna go ahead and switch the time back to morning and try to see if we can capture a photo of this bird. Let's see the map first. That's not, oh, that is the map. Southwest. So, right here, red bird. Okay. So just keep going, pretty much. I think this is where I'm at. He said sit here and wait a while. Did I even go? I'm not even 100% that I went the right way. No, I think I did. But how long do I have to wait? That's the question. Because I know there are other parts of these games actually have somewhat of a timer to them, but I'm not sure. Not gonna wait too long. Let's see what this updated to. Oh wait, oh never mind. Not southwest corner of the map. Of the house. Okay. Okay, so if we're at the house, so this way is north. So if this side is north, then I need to go to the southwest corner. Over here? Or... so like the big fallen tree?
Those look too rotten.
Could it be this tree? Okay, so that's north. That would be south, and that would be southwest. Right? How long is a while supposed to be that we're supposed to, like, keep an eye on this for? Wait. Aha. Okay, so that's where I'm going wrong. Because that's not north, that's east. So south, west. So southwest. This is south, west. So it should be right here. Right? Like somewhere right here. Okay, so not right here, no. Ah. So yeah, it should be right here. Any day now would be nice. 1 second. Okay. I swear to God. They were there the whole time. Ugh. Okay, so we got the gloves now. We got what we need. I didn't notice that there. That's an interesting. Looks like a free drawing, like freehand drawing. Okay, so now we can do. Oh, okay. William Akers, 33 to 42.
Speakeasy.
Oh, okay. April 29th, 1933. Today Mickey went to prison. But when they were walking him to the paddy wagon, he told me to take care of his dogs. When the time came to do their tombstones like he told me. Then he whispered to me to look under the Victoria in the lake, or in the speakeasy at Moon Lake. He said I'd find a map to the gold he stole 2 years ago. Then they shoved him into the wagon, and that was that. Poor Mickey. How's a guy who never spent one night in jail supposed to spend 8 years in prison? He'll never make it. I think he wants me to have the gold because deep down he knows he's never coming home. Anyway, I looked under the Is it Victoria or Victorola? I'm going to say Victorola because that's how it looks there. And found the map. The problem is there's nothing on it except a bunch of lines and words. The dogs will lead the way. There's no X marking the spot or directions or nothing. But I need the money bad. My wife and baby haven't had anything decent to eat in months. So I'm going to pack them up and move to Moon Lake permanently so I can spend all my time looking for the gold. May 4th, 1933. Mickey never told me outright that he was the guy who pulled off the hole-in-the-floor gold heist. He always said the less I knew, the healthier I'd stay. But according to the papers, a bunch of gold was stolen off of a moving train right under the nose of about a dozen Pinkertons. Mickey must have greased somebody's palm real good and got him to cut a hole in the floor of the boxcar the gold was going to be shipped in. After the gold was loaded, one of his boys crawled under the train and pulled himself into the boxcar. Then when the train was moving, he dropped the gold down the hole onto the tracks. Mickey's boys picked it up and got away clean. Nobody ever suspected Mickey was behind it. So what I'm looking for is 20 gold bars. The papers said altogether they weighed around 600 pounds. Question is, did Mickey hide them in one place or did he spread them around? He must have buried them. But where? I just thought of something. Maybe Mickey trained his dogs to go to the gold if you say the right word. I'm gonna try saying gold to them tomorrow. I'm so sorry. And see what happens. July 14th, 1933. I've said every word I can think of to the dogs, but they haven't led me anywhere except around circles. I spent the last month following them around. First Xander, then Vetus, then Lucy. I don't have to follow Iggy because all he does is sleep on the porch. Still, it looks like I'm gonna have to start digging. I'll dig under the porch first, seeing as that's where Iggy always is. Oh my gosh. October 21st, 1933. A month ago, I started working as a handyman over in Lewiston to make ends meet. So even though I stop by Mickey's every day to feed the dogs, I can only look for the gold at night. I dug all around under the porch, but didn't find nothing. I marked the porch on the map with a
Joe
big
Akers?
eye.
Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all.
Oh. With a big eye for Iggy. Because that's the place he always leads me to. I was so busy digging last Tuesday night that I almost wasn't there when my son was born. We're calling him Joe. His big sister is real happy. She says baby Joe is just like the dolly she's always wanted, but we could never afford to get her. Truth is, we can't really afford Joe neither. I keep writing to Mickey, asking him to please tell me straight out where the gold is, but he never writes back. I'll just have to keep digging. Leavenworth Prison, Leavenworth, 48, Kansas. September 9th, 1935. Now I spend all my free time digging in the woods. I dig around everything that could be a landmark. Logs, rocks, trees, stumps. But I never find nothing. Plus I keep getting lost. The paths look so much alike, especially at night, that I spend most of my time trying to figure out where I am. So last Sunday I memorized the way to the cemetery. It's left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. Even though Mickey never allowed the dogs in the speakeasy or the tunnels, I've been looking there for the gold, because I looked everywhere else I can think of and got nowhere. Last week I found out that Mickey changed the passcode to the spigots in the speakeasy. This got my hopes up because the way I figured it, why would Mickey change the code without telling me, unless he was hiding something? But when I finally figured out the new code, I didn't find nothing in the tunnel that opened up that wasn't there before. Why Mickey spent all that money on pictures of those dogs of his, I'll never understand. March 2nd, 1942. I give up. Mickey's dead, and so are all his dogs. I'll never find the gold. I got a good job offer in Harrisburg, and I'm going to take it. Little Joe and Sarah deserve a better life than they've gotten so far. And it's high time Callie got a nice house and a husband who doesn't spend all his time chasing after something he can't find. But I'm leaving this journal here because who knows, maybe someday I'll suddenly remember something Mickey said, and it'll finally hit me where he hid the gold. Maybe I'll come back here and find it after all. But in the meantime, I got my family. They're what's important. They're treasure enough.
The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means.
Okay, so the porch is Iggy. That's that way. Huh. It's very interesting. Okay, so I was able to take that. What? Okay, so let's look at the PDA. See what's updated here. Malone's map says the dogs will lead the way, probably to his gold. The map is a grid, so it must be hiding some kind of code based on where his dogs would usually roam. William Akers looked for stolen gold, never found it. Malone hid gold somewhere on Sally's property. William Akers had a son named Joe. Asked Jeff Akers about William Akers. Ooh, find an old tree or maybe an old stump. Okay. So maybe it would be this?
Well, I don't see any hawks, but this is probably the tree Red was talking about. At least it was the tree.
Okay.
That sounded like a hawk.
Finally.
Hey, what is that hawk standing on? Oh, that looks like a speaker.
That's definitely... No!
Huh? I better get out of here. My arms
What?
and legs are tied. I can't
Oh my
move.
gosh.
At least I can kick. If I could just get that scythe down, I could use the blade to cut the rope around my wrists and free my hands.
Oh, no, that's not. Can I just... I'm just gonna go ahead and save this. Yeah, okay, so... Continue. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I can't just let this thing burn up. I've got to put it out.
Okay, the bucket, the water. Oh, I had a water bottle in my hand, but...
What in blazes happened? I saw the fire from my platform and came running. You weren't in there playing with matches, were you?
I was looking at birds, and then I noticed something on the house, and the next thing I knew, I was locked in the tool shed and somebody was setting it on fire.
Whoa, you're not making much sense. Probably smoke inhalation or something.
It's totally him.
Come talk to me after you've cleaned yourself up and gotten some sleep. I need to tell you something.
Somebody tried to kill you?
I didn't say that.
Somebody knocked you out, locked you in a shed, set it on fire, and you think they were, what, just pulling a prank? Wake up and smell the hostile vibes, Nancy.
I guess it's just hard for me to believe that anybody would consider me to be that big a threat.
I should have never let you stay there by yourself.
Sally, I'm fine. I feel bad about your tool shed, though.
Who cares about the shed? It was full of junk anyway. I'm glad to be rid of it.
That's kind of the way Ranger Akers saw it, too. He showed up right after the birdwatcher did and ticketed me for burning refuse in a manner that endangered park property.
That man is insufferable.
Emily was nice, though. She came by right afterwards and wouldn't leave until I drank the tea she made for me.
Okay, so everyone
One more
conveniently
time.
shows
If
up
you want to leave, just
right
say the
after
word
that.
and I'll come get you.
Sally, one more time. I'm fine.
Well, then promise me you'll be careful, okay?
I promise. I'll be in touch.
You better.
Okay, so that was way too convenient that everybody showed up, but of course everyone who's a suspect is who showed up. Okay, so let's go back upstairs. And wait until nighttime. Let's go talk to Senor Weirdo. Notice how the ghost dogs activity only happened the first night? Okay, so let's just go ahead and save it since I got past that part. I'm gonna put, everyone's a suspect, because everyone is a suspect. We're just gonna replace the fire one because it's right after that anyways. Continue.
Hello there. I owe you an apology. After you came up here looking for those red tails, I gave my map a closer look and realized it was more than 50 years old. Reason you can't find them is probably because their favorite nesting tree is gone. Finding that hawk's gonna be harder than I thought, so why don't you just give me back my camera and I'll take it from here. It didn't get burned up in that fire or anything, did it?
Somebody clobbers me over the head and then tries to barbecue me, and all you're worried about is your camera?
It's a very expensive camera.
Where did those gas cans come from?
I ran out of gas. So much for being prepared, huh? Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm sure you've got places to go, things to see, people to pester.
You'll be happy to know that I did get a picture of a red-tailed hawk. So here's your camera back. I got all the birds.
Thank you, Nancy. Nice work. You're a credit to your generation.
Mickey Malone supposedly buried a bunch of stolen gold bars on his property way back in the 20s. Did you know that?
Really? That's interesting. I don't much care, but it's interesting.
So you don't know anything about it?
Nope.
See you in a while.
Watch yourself out there.
Okay. So he's got gas cans all of a sudden. Shed fires, water from the pump or the lake. That was easy. Photo of red-tailed hawk, but ouch. Okay, so now I just need to talk to Akers about William Akers. So, looks like it's another switcheroo for the time. And let's get out this way. Oh, no. To the State Ranger Park, whatever. I didn't read it. I don't remember what it's called. I didn't play this game for a month. Okay. And he's got a dog around, so like,
Good news.
who knows?
I have information on your mystery woman.
Thank you so much. Is she still alive?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
What do you know about a man named Joe Akers?
Why do you ask?
I understand he used to be the deputy here.
So?
According to Emily Griffin, Deputy Joe Akers was your father. And according to the journal I found, William Akers' son was named Joe. Another coincidence?
All right, all right. William Akers was my grandfather.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
It's not exactly something I'm proud of. My father spent his whole life trying to make people forget what my grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
What did William Akers do after Malone was arrested?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew. In case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man.
What the heck? Okay. Vivian Whitmore. Okay, so let's go back to the house and go ahead and call. So right now it's looking more like it's either the ranger or the bird guy, even though M is still a little bit on there because I feel like she's the unexpected suspect. I passed by the phone. What am I doing? I feel like she's the least likely, so she's also just as likely, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So that's going to be 1702 555 9137.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't bother trying to do the math, sweet stuff. You'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
It was of you and Mickey Malone. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. I remember everything about that time of my life. It was the roaring 20s, for crying out loud. One of the most exciting decades in American history. Just because I've got a few years on most people doesn't mean my brain's turned to tapioca, sweet stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Mickey and I dated for 5 years. Oh, I knew what he was, and I didn't approve, believe you me. But I was young, and we got along so well, and he was so considerate. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his.
Birch
just
beer.
For me.
Okay. Sounds kind of gross.
Do you
Oh,
know
beer's
anything about
gross.
the safe that's in the cellar of his house at Moon Lake?
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie. He was a guy who worked for Mickey.
Did all Malone's employees have their own safes?
Not hardly. Mickey treated most of his employees like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, trusted him. And when Willie decided he wanted his own safe, Mickey said, "What the hey?" No one knew the combination, not even Mickey. Mostly because Willie was constantly changing it. He was a little paranoid and superstitious. Well, as I recall, he picked the most unlucky number he could think of and used that for the combination. He called it a reverse jinx.
Unlucky number? Like what?
Oh, like the date that something bad happened, like when the stock market crashed, or when somebody died, or the address of a house that caught fire, or the phone number of the police, that sort of thing.
What can you tell me about Malone's speakeasy?
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake.
The
That's
split in
weird.
the
I'm staying in
the
his old house on Moon Lake.
wallpaper.
And I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Of course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using two main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't, as a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him inscribed.
Ah, that makes sense.
He unlocks.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back. But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Do you have any idea where he might have hidden it?
Afraid not. Mickey was so secretive that the
Hi,
men who
Rocks.
completed his house at Moon Lake were not only forbidden to talk about the work they'd done, but they were ordered to leave the state for good, or else. But you know, I think he mentioned a map. Yes. He said he was making a treasure map in that... the dog. Something about those dogs of his.
I'm yawning extra bad tonight. Sorry.
They had something to do with a map?
He said he was making a treasure map, and that he was also having paintings done of each dog.
Oh.
He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But I just figured he was playing games.
So we have to find the
trying to lure
paintings
me
of the
back with
dogs.
mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
He said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Can you remember anything about Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was, what was his name?
Iggy.
I liked Iggy because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
It's been fun talking to you.
Anytime.
Okay, so I know where the speakeasy is. It's where the split is in the wall. So we gotta wait until we get that key from her. Vivian says Malone put paintings of dogs in the speakeasy. Possible clue where gold is. Send the photo of Vivian to her and she'll send me the key. Okay. So I think that means I need to go. Ah! Okay, so actually what I'm gonna do, I know what I need to do next, but we're gonna actually end it here. Just a kind of short Nancy Drew stream for today. Oh, you quit caffeine this week? I'm sorry. I have yawned so much this stream. It's ridiculous. So, this is it for my Nancy Drew stream. I'm actually going to end this one, and I'm going to start a new stream, and I'm going to join KJ and Hackosaurus for some Fortnite. So, I will see y'all in just a moment. Don't forget, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Oh. Where's the button? Where's the button? I hate it when this happens. Ah!